right, welcome back. I'll just continue on here. Quick recap of the on my first video. Retired in the States. Boredom set in. Thought about going back to work. I didn't want to do that. Wanted to throw in some adventure, move abroad. Did some research. Found the Philippines to be the place I wanted to go. Followed a couple guys on YouTube there. That life looked so exciting. So jumped on a plane. One-way ticket. Don't make that mistake. You need onward travel. Long flight leaving Seattle. Had a long layover. Finally get into the Philippines. Taxi driver going from the airport doesn't know where I'm supposed to go. My SIM card didn't work. Let's see what else. Finally get in very late, like 1:30, 2 o'clock into my hotel. And then the security guard there wants to take my passport. I'm not letting that happen. He says he won't let me in to stay. Shows me other people that have left their passports with him, and that's just not going to happen ever. So we go back and forth a few times. He winds up taking the photocopy to let me in. I get into my room. It's not at all what the pictures looked like. It's a true bait and switch. And then of course, it's the Asian mattress. If you traveled in Asia at all, you know what I'm talking about. Pretty stiff, not what I was used to. Man, so you know what I got right in the first 30 days? It was absolutely nothing. And I'm not afraid to tell you that. Really difficult, but the key point was just getting out and doing it. So from there, I just thought I'd share that because that was a real eye-opener. I remember laying in my bed and thinking, just what did I get myself into? Then fast forward, a month later, I go to visit my friend here in Da Nang. Clicked for me. I loved it. Traveled around, great adventures. I'd love to share some of those stories later. I think they're fantastic. And then nothing here is what I expected. And that's what I liked the most about it and what helped me to stay. The people, the culture. What got easier was traffic, getting around in traffic, being on a motorbike. I would say that what you see in videos on some of the craziness, in ranking it in craziness, I'd say in my experience, it's Ho Chi Minh. Traffic's crazy, and then you go to Hanoi, that one's crazy. Da Nang, I'd call that number 3. But I'm pretty used to it now, and I still say in anywhere here in Vietnam, it's safer than in the US on a motorcycle. You go through phases. You use your horn because you're telling people to get out of the way. But what you start to realize is the locals know exactly where you're at, and they're counting on you to do what you need to do to get around in traffic. Everybody has a place to be, and they know that. No one gets upset because you cut them off. This is my lane, your lane. It's like fish in a stream. You don't see fish getting mad at each other because there's a rock in the stream or the water flow goes a little bit differently. It's just not like that. And so as we get out of our Western brain, you start to get a lot more comfortable here. I'd like to expand on that some more later. Anyway, navigating daily life. Oh, I found coffee to be very difficult. Yes, I love all Vietnamese coffees, all of them. But what you can't find here, unless you go to a Starbucks or a big chain like that, is a brewed cup of coffee. So just be prepared for that. But I've gotten used to that. The weather here is what attracted me. I love the warm weather. Yeah, it's great. And the ocean water here is right around 84 degrees Fahrenheit year-round. Swings back and forth a little bit. Again, I've only been here a year, so I know someone out there is going to tell me it's different, but at any rate, it's not Seattle, Puget Sound water, okay? And that's running about 45 degrees Fahrenheit year-round. And being a Puget Sound scuba diver, I know that for a fact. Let's see. Rainy season really wasn't that bad, and this year was supposed to have been one of the worst. I know Hue got beat up pretty bad, and Hoi An to the south got beat up pretty good. Da Nang, we saw a lot of weather here, but I'm used to Seattle weather. You know what we don't get in Seattle are the deluges like we did here. But that's all right too. And it's warm weather rain, so it's not a big deal for me. Turning point, at some point, it felt less temporary here and started to feel more permanent. So I've got myself rooted into classes, language classes, donate blood like I always do every 8 weeks. I started volunteering through one of my gyms that I go to. Just fantastic owners there at that gym, and I'll talk about that later. They're great people, and they allow other people to help and donate to the causes here. So in closing, hey, if you're thinking about doing something like this, moving abroad, I just want to encourage you to do it as quickly as possible. If you have the means to do so, if you're close to your financial goals and you can do it, great. But don't wait. And I'd like to expand on that later too. And another one is I see these guys on the beach just out of shape. They've waited so long, or they put the milestone out there so deep in the future that anything like a healthy, active retirement starts to fade. That's just no fun. I love the adventure. We just did 3,000 kilometers on my motorcycle going through the Haijian Loop, and what an adventure that was. I'll share some of those rides, and I'm also going to share, if it's not on this video later, I'll share Rudy Diaz's information. Go to his page and see what he's doing. He's been traveling, he's been retired out of the military for some time now, and he's got it all squared away. You can learn a lot from him like I have. Okay, anyway, until next time, thank you for looking.